Stop using Visine.
Put it down.
Let me guess, your eyes are red, so you go and you pick up Visine. You put it in and it works. It looks great until you need to use it more and more and more. And then your eyes start looking red even when you're not using it.
It doesn't even make sense!
So you go see your eye doctor and you tell them, why are my eyes red? I'm using Visine to get rid of the redness. Only to be hit with the typical doctor rant.
Stop using Visine.
Today we're going deep into red eyes and Visine. Why eyes get red in the first place, how Visine actually works, why eye doctors are so dramatic about telling you not to use it, and how other solutions like Lumify are different, and what you could actually do if you want to have whiter eyes on the long term. All right, let's go. Hey, I'm Dr. C, double board certified optometrist and the owner of Eye Drop Shop. Our channel here is to help you understand your eyes better and to answer the most common questions that I get asked in clinic. One of the top being, my eyes are red and how do I get rid of this? So today we're gonna dive in deep and we're gonna answer all of your most burning questions. First things first, red eyes are not a diagnosis. They are a symptom. There's a million causes of red eyes. I'm gonna put them here, but typically it could be dry eye, blepharitis, inflammation, MGD, allergies, digital eye strain, contact lens use, rosacea, hormonal changes. You get the idea. The list can go on and on and on. So when we slap a redness relief drop on your eye, what we're not doing is fixing the problem. What we are doing is covering it up. So it's just a real life Band-Aid. If we actually were to treat the root cause of redness, it often will improve permanently. And that's why we're so hardcore about treating your dry eyes and treating the underlying cause. Let's talk about Visine and get real on what it does. Visine contains tetrahydrozoline, which works on arteries in the eye, specifically alpha-1 adrenergic receptors, which basically just means that it will cause the arteries to constrict, vasoconstrict, so that the redness will go away. And at first it works beautifully. Your eyes are white, everything looks great. But I often compare this to my patients using an elastic. So the arteries in your eyes are like an elastic. You could stretch them and go in and out and there's zero problem. But if I do this 1,000 times, this elastic will just get floppy. And once it's floppy, I can't make it rebound again.
You broke it.
And so that is why when you use Visine, it makes the vessels go in and out so much that they lose their elasticity. And what happens is called rebound redness. And this is not fun because once your artery is loose, let's call it, there is honestly nothing I can do to make it look better. It's almost one of the few times that my hands are tied.
My hands are tied!
I understand why you reach for Visine. It's easy to find in pharmacies and it's right there. And there's all different targeted reasons that there's a Visine. And I know that patients don't have bad intentions, but what all of us eye doctors are trying to do is to protect you from a point of no return.
There's no coming back from this.
And we really just don't want you to have this cycle of redness that we can't get you out of in the end.
What are my options then?
People still want to remove the redness of their eyes and they want a solution. In 2018, a new player came on the game called Lumify. The active ingredient here is brimonidine 0.025%, and this one works on alpha-2 adrenergic receptors.
Speak English.
All that to say that it works on veins and not arteries. Veins don't have that thick muscular wall that arteries have, so they won't have the same rebound redness. So is Lumify a Band-Aid? Yes, still a Band-Aid, but I would call it a bit of a safer Band-Aid. So as an optometrist, if I had a wedding or something to go to and my eyes were really red and I needed to do something in a pinch, I would reach for Lumify and I'd feel okay doing it. But I'm being very specific to say this is for special occasions only.
Special occasions? It wasn't special when my family visited?
So this isn't every single day. Everybody gets kind of addicted to the look of having this beautiful white eye, makes you feel great, you look more awake, and we all want that.
Your eyes are so pretty.
But this is to be used very, very specifically and only from time to time. So special occasions only. My eyes are a little bit red now, so I will show you what it looks like to put Lumify in my eye and exactly how fast it takes to work so that you could really see in real time what we're talking about. The great thing about these is that it works really quickly, which you're about to see. It works in honestly like a minute, and the effects will last 6 to 8 hours. So, you know, you put one drop, get dressed for the wedding, put on your makeup, and it lasts all night. But it really is hard not to get used to these drops because you do feel great when you use them. So that is the one caveat I will say and something to keep in mind.
With great power comes great responsibility.
All right, so let's try this. Now, the reason I'm saying from time to time is because when I talk to my patients, I'm thinking of their eye health on the long term. I'm not thinking of how they're doing today necessarily, but how can I set you up to feel good in the long run? So if you truly want naturally whiter eyes, it's honestly boring to get there. It's not fun. It won't appear in a minute like this. It's all about taking care of your eye health at the base level. Everything that I always keep saying, right? Non-preserved artificial tears, omega-3s, heat masks, lid wipes, cleaning your lashes to make sure that there's no deposits that are gonna fall on your eye, making sure to take screen breaks, because when the ocular surface is healthy, it'll just calm everything down. The inflammation will go down and the redness will naturally go down. And I want you to have healthy eyes for the next tons of years, not just, today or tomorrow or for this special occasion. So if you learned something today and you like this video, please subscribe. If you have been using Visine daily, please do not panic. You could talk to your eye doctor and develop a plan to wean. I do this very often with my patients. There's no need to get worried about it. It is very possible to do so. So as always, take care of your eye health. Leave comments below so that I can make future videos answering them, and I will see you in the next one.
You didn't spin around.
Oh. Now Lumify's active ingredient, we all have a role here. I am just the monkey.